This is Men's Yoga 30-Day Challenge. And if you made it, we're here on day 17 already. We're going to have a quick burst of energy for this little practice. And of course, we want to share that it doesn't matter where you're at. You can always chill out a little, make it a little easier, or I show ways to make it a little tougher. We make this your signature practice. Yoga doesn't mean I have to be an incredible gymnast, and it doesn't mean I have to, wherever we're at, there's a place for it. And I try to make this a unique practice and explain it in different levels for wherever you're at, because I'm hoping that I'm encouraging you to take up some type of yoga, be it very simple, or be it very strong, be it you're very athletic-minded, or be it you're sort of like never use your body for anything. I really find that there's something for everyone here. I'm going to start here, sitting on this block. Like I said, I'm really into just being cool, down to earth. I'm not a guy who's big on buying tons of stuff. I don't like to buy yoga clothes. Sometimes some yoga company gives me some clothes, but I just like wearing simple, comfortable clothing. I like natural material that breathes. I don't like fancy workout clothes. You know, they sell these blocks like this. You don't need a block. Someone gave me this block. But the block or a book or some type of thing you can sit on like this, it helps straighten out my spine, isn't it? Check this out. I naturally fold into myself, and now sitting on this block, I sit up taller. A big part of sitting up taller is when I'm sitting up tall, it starts to organize my body so that all the organs work properly. My breathing is most effective. The huge part of our practice is our breath. Now, the breath has a few different wonderful functions. One is, besides bringing so much oxygen in the body, making the organs work properly, and also assisting the digestion, etc., it also has a real interesting calming effect on the mind, especially deep, long breaths. And that's what we practice even when we're doing tough stuff. Okay, so while you're sitting up tall, get into your breathing, and I just want you to lift your right leg up, just like this. I'm going to work these toes like in circles. Now, the breathing also helps settle the mind, and it helps me see myself as something separate than the mind. Isn't that interesting? The yogis say we're not a body, and we're going to switch legs, we're not our mind as well. That means, do you ever have one of those days where your mind is like, oh man, you might have everything okay in your life. You might have a great spouse, you might have a great home, you might have a great finances, you might eat great food, but you're thinking everything is wrong, right? The mind just goes to a place and focuses on one tiny point of existence. Place your hands behind your back. We've got a little back bend here. Bring your heart up in the sky, roll your shoulders back. So a big part of our yoga practice is the healing of my fickle mind. And if my mind is fickle, then I'm attached to it, and it pulls me in different directions, up and down. We got to become stronger than the mind, and we have to let the mind start to work for us instead of us being a slave to the mind. Does that make sense? We're going to start right in here with a strong burst of energy, and we're going to start in our down dog. Actually, let's start in our child's pose, knees open, toes touching. This is our home base here. Anytime you need to take a break, you come right here. Matter of fact, this is a nice place to come in the morning time when you wake up. I do my morning prayers in this position, as well as my morning therapy for my body. I've been trying to fight off a sneeze. I don't know if you can tell that on camera or not, but I'm still fighting it. Here, so I'm going to drop my head on the floor, rest here, and start to breathe. Sort of assisting my spine to lengthen, working my hands forward, fanning my fingers, taking a big inhale, and coming right into my downward facing dog, which is pretty much the same thing as I just did as my child's pose, but it's a little bit more, right? I have to do a little bit more work. I should be getting the same benefits. My tummy draws in, my hips press back. Working my ankles to the earth without compromising, creating a hunch in the back. So, right, we said that some people have to bend their legs a little here to get a flat back. Then eventually, the thighs lift up, the heels drop down. And then watch, I'm gonna lift the leg. And bring the leg through. Like a sprinter. And then I'm gonna bring my hands up high. And I'm gonna bring my hands down on the exhale and step right to dog. Left foot up high. Bring it right through. Bring my hands up high. On my exhale, come all the way to dog. Bring my right foot high. Lunge it through. One breath up. You got a big breath. So there's no rush. Right to dog. Left side. Bring it through. One breath up. All the way to dog. We're going to do it again. This is our third time. Right foot up. Lunge it through. One breath high. All the way to dog on my exhale. Try to do that in one breath. Left foot up. Lunge it through. All the way to dog. Same thing. This is 4. It's amazing what little you need, what little exercise equipment you need to have a successful, healthy, strong body, life. This is our 5th time. Like I said, I don't even need this yoga mat. What to speak of yoga clothes, I don't even need that block, that strap. I could do this on the grass, I could do this on my floor. That was 5 on both sides. Now, I start to walk my hands back. Let your neck go, let your head go, let your face go. Back to dog. Last time I'm going to bring it through, and I'm going to bring my right hand to the left side and walk my right foot out. Straight arms, I'm going to stay here. Draw my tummy in and look forward. Now watch, my hands are going to come out to the left, off the mat. Keep pressing that heel back. If this is tough to do, all these things that are tough, they get easier. As the body starts to change, bring them back. The last breath, the right hand's going to come up in the sky. I'm going to take 3 big breaths here for my twist. I'm going to find a line of energy from my heel to my skull, like a long candy cane. Take a big inhale, right hand to the floor, step back to dog. Left foot up. Lunge it through. Left hand comes to the inside, left foot walks out, stay here. It's a long lunge. And then when you're ready, the hands come off the mat. Always breathing deep. Letting that deep breath release the mind from a knot. You know, sometimes I teach yoga and I see people's faces like this. Right? They make this horrible face. We should understand that if our face is like that, that means we're in our mind. And our breathing helps release the mind. You have to step away from your mind, and then the face becomes soft. Find your twist. Left hand down. Step back to dog. Child's pose. It doesn't take much every day. We're going to wind up just with this simple pose here. The left leg will be straight. The right knee will come on top of the left knee. See, just like that. Not like this. Like this. Look what I'm doing with my arm. I'm getting it underneath here. This foot is flexed. I'm reaching up high. I'm putting my dish towel, sock, strap, or hands around that foot. I'm hanging here. I'm starting to open up this body. Now, when do we create knots in the body? Well, every time we go to sleep, we don't use the body, isn't it? When you don't use it, you Lose it. When you don't use something, you lose the ability to use it. So when I sleep, even sleep 6 to 8 hours, that's 8 hours of being lethargic and dead. What to speak of if I never use this body? Right? It takes a little bit more to start to undo these knots. But you know, even if you practice yoga on a regular day, you wake up early, the body is a little tighter. That's understandable. Come up, switch sides. Flex that foot, reach up high. So, we're in the process of waking it up. Just like when I yawn in the morning, what do? I instinctually breathe, and I instinctually move my body in a way it didn't move last night, right? We do that. This is sort of an extension of our yawning. That's all we're doing today, 10 minutes. Lay on your back. Shavasana is our resting. You rest there. And when you rest, remember, when we're resting in Shavasana, we're not daydreaming, we're not planning, we're not making to-do lists, right? And we're not sleeping. We're not sound asleep. We're in a state where we're just hearing our breathing. A little bit every day. This is our 30-day, our men's 30-day yoga challenge. If you've been making it here every day, I have to congratulate you because it's hard to show up on a regular basis. Hey, if you miss a day, don't sweat it. Come right back on. If you fall off your horse, you get back on that horse. It's okay. Sometimes we fall, right? Sometimes we trip. If you trip and stumble, that's okay. As much as you can, you show up. 10 minutes a day. My name is Raghunath, our Men's 30-Day Yoga Challenge. Thank you for letting me serve you. Share this with your friends. And you know what? Share it with anybody, men, women, anybody you think would like it. Please give this away freely. This is the beauty of the internet. You can give stuff away freely like this. Thank you so much. Namaste.